Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jacob with Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a couple of weeks since we dropped a new video for you, so I'm excited to get a new one out to y'all. And today we're going to take you guys along with me and Jackson. We are now just about a little under a month away from big duck season opening up here in Louisiana. And at this point in time, typically between teal season and big duck season is when we start getting a little push of birds. We have some cooler temperatures coming in. And this week, guys, it is looking really nice for the upcoming forecast. We're going to be dropping into the mid to low 30s for the low, which is kind of uncommon for us here in South Louisiana in October. So we're excited about that. I'm interested to see if it's pushing these cooler temperatures or pushing some birds down already. So we're gonna go out today. We're gonna go make a scouting trip, and we're gonna do it in a traditional way. Let me say that. We're gonna be leaving the duck boat at home. So the new mud motor, the setup that we talked about that we're gonna be running this year, it's staying parked. We're gonna leave it at home today, and we're packing up the kayaks, guys. We're gonna take the kayaks on this trip. We're gonna go out there, do it the old school way, and we're gonna see if we could find some birds that are possibly already migrating down here to some of these spots that we wanna try to hunt. The area that we're gonna be hunting today is an area that we've been scouting online. We have never been to it personally, so we're gonna go check it out. We got some information, but we wanna go check it out in person, and that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna go in quietly today with the kayaks. We're gonna paddle in, take a look around, see what we see, and see if we see some ducks. So we invite you to come along with us. We thank you for coming along if you decide to tune in to this video. Let's go see what we can find, guys. Sweet. We catching it on low tide right here. Get through these logs. There we go. Yep. Good thing it's a little chilly this morning. Be some water moccasin territory here. Yep. Beautiful in here. Guys, today Jackson and I are just scouting out this little area we found on a piece of public land. We'll just come and check it out before big duck season, but it is very tough to get in here today because the tide is low. It's a tidal area, and the water pulls in and out of this little marsh, and it's very, very low today when we put in right at the little launch. He's waving at me to be quiet. He must see something. And whenever we put into the launch, there was a mud flat. Oh, I saw a duck just now over there. So what's up? Yeah, it looks like this little marsh opens up right here, coming up. So I'm kind of interested to see what this looks like from what we scouted on our OnX app versus what it actually looks like with this low water, because we are in a serious drought here this year, and everything is so low. Oh yeah, you can see an opening right here coming up, guys, so I'm gonna let y'all see it as we see it. Jackson said 5 wood ducks. There goes another one. That's teal. That's blue-winged teal right there. Yeah, blue-winged teal. Oh, there we go. There's some blue wings, guys. Right here in this hole. Yep, there they are. Y'all get to see it. Oh, there's some more. Big group of teal, blue wings. There you go, guys. That's why you come scout. That's why we scouting it. We are working our butts off to get in here, but that's why you come and you scout it. So that was a good group of teal. Jackson's saying he sees some more right here coming up, so we're just easing up. There you go. There's your teal. And they're not very spooked, I'll say that. They're not too worried about us. Boy, that's pretty. I don't care who you are or where you are. Here they come again. Jack. Here they come. There they are, guys. They want this little spot right here. They as confused as we are trying to get in here. They hadn't seen nobody. It doesn't look like there ain't been much pressure on them. That's pretty cool. I don't care who you are, if you like duck hunting or just wildlife in general. That is nature at its best right there. It's beautiful. So here's this little opening we found on the map here. And we're gonna come up and check it out right here. They got a lot of natural vegetation in here for these birds, that's for sure, it looks like. So we're just gonna come in here, sit in here for a little bit, see what we see, if anything else. And kind of just check it out, guys. So it's good to see they got water in here, that's for sure, huh, Jackson? Yeah, here they come. Stay still. Just stay still. Look at them. They're coming right at us. They have no clue who we are or what we are. Just stay still, Jackson, for a second. Just watch them. There's two above the grass. See above the grass over here? In front of us.
It's green wing and blue wing.
Yep. You saw a green wing?
Well, a dry green wing.
Sweet.
Was in the group with him. So
this is a pretty big hole right here. Pretty big hole.
Hey, watch out. Watching that duck seed all over me.
Oh, a little duck seed.
No, I can all get covered in that.
So yeah, you see it, guys. This is what we're looking at for the first time. So you're getting to see it with us here. This is a little hole that we were trying to get to take a look at, and it's got water, so that's a great thing, like I mentioned. I also mentioned lots of natural vegetation around here. It's holding these teal in here, it looks like, huh? So that's a good thing. And we're setting up, it's right here along this wood line that you guys could see behind us. It's a little foggy this morning, but I would imagine there got to be some wood ducks in here also. So it'll be interesting to see, because we're going to try to hunt this for big duck season. This probably would be a great spot for, you know, during the week, whenever you got a little less pressure around. I'm thinking this would be a good little spot. Speaking of natural vegetation, you got a lot of good spots, Jackson, we could set up in with this cut grass in here. Come into kayaks and just use them as a layout blind. That's kind of what I'm thinking. What you thinking? You could build a blind in here, but you really got a blind, natural blind set up here. You got more here. You got another spot right here on the left, I see. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like maybe somebody built a little blind on there. See that right there? Maybe for teal season. Look right here in front of us. See that green? You seeing what I'm seeing? Right here? Like right here? Jackson's kind of blind sometimes, guys. He gets that from his mama.
I can't see.
Kind of gets that from his mama. But anyway, yeah, I don't think you really need to build a blind with these kayaks. We could just pull up in here, kind of keep it low profile, just like we were just now with those birds. And we could probably have some success. So this looks pretty promising. Got some natural duck seed here. You can see that. A lot of mud, but natural duck seed. I love that. Other areas we hunt around home, or around our camp actually, got a lot of natural duck seed. And that's always a good thing. So we're gonna go ahead and scoot up and see if we jump up any more in here. I'm just trying to keep it quiet. Oh, I see something over there. So guys, as we're navigating through this this little pond right here, it is very, very shallow. This little marsh pond, so this is perfect. What's that? Oh yeah, look at him. That's teal, huh? Yeah. That's blue wings. Let's see what these blue wings are gonna do right here. They're coming back towards me. Look at them right here, guys. They broke up. One group. Man, I tell you what, I never get enough of seeing this. This is beautiful territory right here. So I can see why these teal are located in this little area, because they got plenty of food sources, not a lot of pressure on them, and they got, you know, they could eat. It's so shallow. There's a, you know, plentiful when it comes to food, snails, all that type of stuff. They could dabble in here, loaf in here all day, and just kind of get away from any kind of pressure, which right now teal season's closed, so you know they don't have any pressure on them anyway right now. But that's going to change here shortly in mid-November when this opens up. So this area that we're in is actually located in the east zone of our two zones that we have here in Louisiana for this upcoming season. So this is going to be the second zone to open up. You know, so these birds are going to continue to have no pressure on them up until you know, mid part of November. So still got plenty of time. You know, you're probably not going to see any of these blue wings hanging around, at least not these birds we're seeing today. You know, blue wings, you guys know how that is. It's just, they don't hang around very long. Any kind of little climate change moves them out, and we have a big cold front for October coming this week, so that's going to be interesting to see. That's going to bring some big birds down, I would assume, push some birds south. They showing temperatures this week in Wednesday, Thursday morning in the upper 30s here in South Louisiana, so that's going to be interesting to see. Jackson's pointing. He said he sees something. What you see? Over the grass? Yeah. Really? We're gonna kind of make our way back here, because it looks like some of them birds are going down back in here. See if we can navigate through here.
Hey, look at that trail. Them teal we just up, they went into a pond over there.
Okay. Well, we're gonna pull up on X here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up too.
Let's pull up on X and take a look at it, see what we're looking at. Because a lot of this stuff has changed on the mapping since the hurricane last year. And they got stuff that was, you know, clogged up with grass for years that has opened up now. And I think this is a perfect example of it right here, what we're sitting in. So we're gonna go ahead and pull up our OnX map. And man, I'm glad I took that hoodie off. I'm sweating getting through that mud.
Okay, yeah, I see where the teal went down over here.
Okay, so here we are.
There's another big hole over here.
Let's see here where we pointed. Yeah, there's a couple of them. According to this, if this is, you know, should be pretty accurate. I think they updated all the mapping. So here we are. And I don't know if you guys could see that right here, but you can see we're right here in this big pond right here, and right behind us, right over in this location in front of me, there's another pond according to the map, and then another big pond behind that. So it looks like we could navigate to those ponds, so we're gonna go check that out and see if we could get through.
Hey, I can see the kayak layouts in that grass over there.
Oh yeah?
I can see the
Yep.
layouts of the kayaks.
Oh really? Okay. Oh yeah, we never the first people to discover it, I promise you. So let's go kind of ease up in there and see what we got. All right guys, so this is another cut that we coming out of that big pond that I showed y'all. There's one. Just had one jump up on the left side. It looked like a woody. So this is another pocket right here. This pond's plenty big enough to hunt too. Got a good bit of coots in here already, which is a good sign.
That's good. That means there's birds.
Yeah, well, they got vegetation. That's good. That's good.
This teal went down over here.
They went down back here? Yeah. All right.
We got another hole over there.
Yeah. You see that group of coots in the back? They up against the grass eating.
They were right there. That's what moved.
Hey, I like coots. Coots are confidence birds. That's a good thing. All right, so it looks like this other little pond, or this little pond that we in, leads to this pond back here. So we're gonna go check this other. There's a bigger pocket somewhere back in this general area back here, according to our OnX map. So we're gonna go check that out also. But this is another good pond. The only thing about this pond right here is it's a little close to this first pond that we took y'all in with us. And you know, you'd be working, it's just over the cut grass right here, so you'd be working a lot of the same birds right here. So that's one thing, you know, that I'm not too crazy about. But push comes to shove, you do all the work to get back here, and somebody does beat you to a certain hole, then at least it gives you an option. Because, you know, we had a place where really once you commit to hunting here, you're gonna have to hunt here somewhere. So it's not like you just pack up and leave and go to another spot. It's a little bit of work to get into this area here where we are today. So, but I like this, man. I like the old traditional hunting. I started out like this years ago, and I really enjoy kind of getting back to that. And I have a good friend of mine who's a big duck hunter, you know, and he kind of inspired me to kind of get back to some of this. Even though we have all the technology nowadays, it's kind of funny, you know, with duck boats and all that type of stuff, and mud motors, and technology's gotten better and giving us access to a bunch of these areas. It's still all about, you know, for me at least, kind of going back to and keeping some of those traditions alive like our ancestors did, you know, and the hunters years ago did. So you know, that's the cool thing about duck hunting and waterfowl hunting in Louisiana. We have a lot of rich culture here, a lot of traditionalists, I would say, you know, whether it's guys like Mr. Dale Boardlaw, or, you know, other guys, you know, that try to stick to some of these traditions, these old school traditions. It's just, I think it means a lot to us, you know, here in Louisiana. And not that it doesn't all across the United States for waterfowl hunters. It's just, you know, we have a lot of rich tradition here with the pirogues and the paddle-in hunts and that type of stuff. And this is just kind of getting back to that type of stuff when you get to do these paddle hunts like this, you know. So I really enjoy this. This is talk about clear your mind, get away, and enjoy nature. And this is awesome, man. In my opinion, this is what it's all about. So I'm looking forward to doing a little bit of that as we get closer to the season starting this year, and taking you along with us, you know, for some of this. And you know, if you guys follow us here on the channel, you know that, you know, 99% of what we hunt is public land. So it's a grind. And those of you who public land hunt, you know, that's some snipe. That's snipe coming through. Well, that's pretty cool. If you snipe. There you got a coot. Looks like we got some coots here a little early, so that's good. You could tell there ain't been much pressure back in this area. I don't know if they just ain't seen a whole lot of people, but the wildlife, I mean, I'm looking at these birds sitting in this tree right here, and they just sitting here like, what do we have right here? That's more snipe. That's also a very good eating bird, snipe. Used to hunt that with my dad when I was young. We had a spot that held quite a bit of snipe, and we used to target that at one point and go out and hunt and do some wing shooting on snipe. And that's a good little bird to eat too, man. That's something I enjoyed a lot that I haven't done in years. But Jackson, he's anxious. He's way ahead of me. I'm just kind of enjoying the scenery, and he's out there way in front of me. He already went around the corner right here, so he's probably gonna jump up a few things we might see come out of the grass. But this pond is really shallow as well. Now this is a soft bottom terrain, it feels like. I say that, it's not too bad, but somebody big like me, a big guy like me, 280, almost 300 pounds, you're gonna sink to your balls in this type of mud here. This is that good old South Louisiana soft bottom marsh. So you don't want to be walking too much in this. You have to paddle around. A little peont like Jackson, he could probably walk in this with his waders. It's definitely a nasty mud, I'll say that. You get this stuff on your skin and it dries like clay almost. It's pretty interesting. So now I'm getting shallow here as I come to the back of this thing. So there's your coot jumping out of the grass. But yeah, we saw a couple of wood ducks so far this morning too, and that's like I said, you see the tree line out in front of us over here, and I'm sure they get some wood ducks in here also. Early season, you'll be able to kill a couple probably. Haven't seen a whole lot of, disturbance and people, so I don't know. I'm getting kind of shallow right here, so we're gonna see if this is the best route or if I should turn around maybe and go back the other way, because I really want to go the other way and look at that back pond and just see where we are. But you can see the mud, guys. This is some nasty stuff, this mud, but I wouldn't change it for the world, man. Some good old Louisiana marsh mud. So we're gonna go out back here and kind of get around this point, see what we see in these other ponds. So as we're getting into this little pocket right here, catching up with Jackson, he's filming something, so he sees something. I'm interested to see what he sees. Let's go see. Just ease up real slow. He's got his camera on something, so you must see some ducks. This is another little pocket right here. And this is what I love about, another thing I love about pirogue and kayak hunting, just the quietness. What? Look at him. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they're not real worried about us, huh? That's good. That's the way we want to keep it. We are floating in hardly nothing right here. Not a whole lot of water. Jackson could scoot through it pretty easy. He's light. And when I paddle, that bottom got a lot of old wood. This used to all be cypress swamps. And back in the day, this was a big logging area. And they, a lot of this stuff nowadays, which it's kind of changed with the hurricanes, but a lot of these old trails, when you do see these trails running through these swamps, what this was old logging trails that back in the day they would come in, whether it was build a railroad system to try to get, those logs, the big logs for timber that they were trying to harvest out of it, or they'd float them out depending on what areas they were in. But a lot of these old trails, if you look at them on the maps, you could see like where they'd go in off of a main drag, like they would do a pipeline basically, and they would go ahead and go and harvest the timber and then drag it out through these canal systems. So a lot of these old canal systems are still around. You can still see them today, although Mother Nature has changed a lot of it, of course, with storms and hurricanes and all that type of stuff. It's changed the landscape a lot, but you can still see the remnants of a lot of the old logging trails. And sometimes we actually, when we get in these old marshes, we'll hunt these old logging trails. We'll use them to navigate in and get in kind of to these areas like y'all see today. So it's funny how that history, that part of history plays into to modern day hunting, but it's a big part of it. There's no doubt about it. Got a little group of coots right here. They're not too sure. They're trying to figure out what to do. They said, "To hell with that, we out." I don't trust them two cats.
They went down right there.
I don't blame them.
One went that way, the other he's like, "Hey, over here."
He's like, "I ain't going the direction they going." So we should have another big pond back here.
Two big ponds.
Two big ponds. Hey Jack, look right here to your left. See those posts? Looks like an old duck blind somebody had. There's a teal. Yep. A solo right here circling around. Tell you what, you don't need a duck blind in here with all this cut grass. You could easily just get up in the grass.
I thought it was closer to turn.
I'm glad it's a little further, because you don't want them all stacked up on top of each other. Well, not that you're going to get a ton of hunters in here, but you know, it is nice to be able to separate from each other.
Yeah, the most you might get in here is like 300. There's some fish in here too.
Yeah, you see them taking off. It's shallow, but I guess they could live in here still. Getting a little tighter right here in this area. But got a little natural crevasse or trail. Get my paddle through here. Is it a dead end? Huh. Looks like it just dead ends, huh? We definitely dead ended.
It said that
That thing, guys, scared the living shit out of me. Jumped out of his grass. Oh my god.
the hole is like
I never
right
seen that
there.
thing. Is it?
It's, I think you know that little patch right there. That's right there. I think you got to go through there.
About time he takes. Guys, I'm sweating buckshot paddling through these shallow flats. Jackson got a hoodie on, which, hey, good looking hoodie, by the way. It's a good time to plug that one, I guess, huh?
I can't see that.
That's our new ballistic mallard hoodie that you guys could get. Pick it up on the merch shop, which we'll have a link down in the description in this video. But
hold on, guys. Let me show you a good.
he just got it in the mail yesterday. Actually, we had it shipped in to us. So you can go check it out on our merch shop. And like I mentioned, we'll have a link down in the description. But that's the new ballistic mallard hoodie that we got, and that's the premium hoodie right there. So that one's a little bit heavier density for hunting season. You could use it. Got a nice drawstring on it. Pockets are fleece lined, which makes it real nice. So it looks good, man. It does look good. I'm impressed with it. I'm happy with it. And then I picked one up, which I'll show you guys later. It's a new one that we got that we just released on the merch shop also. So it's hoodie season. It's time to pick up your hoodies. If you're looking for a hoodie, you want to help support the channel, guys, we appreciate it. Go check out the merch shop and pick you up some, and it gets shipped right to your door, right at home.
I know you might think I'm crazy with the hoodie on right now.
I definitely think you're crazy with a hoodie on.
Let me tell you, I'm hot, okay? I am hot. But the only reason I have a hoodie on is because I'm going through all this thick grass. And it's like with this hoodie on, nothing touches me. It's like I could go through that.
It doesn't give you the heebie-jeebies from the grass touching you?
It won't cut me or anything. That cut grass won't cut me or anything.
I guess that's a good explanation.
And it won't get in my face. Like, see, if I put my hoodie on, it'll just like slide all past me. It won't get in on my face and stuff.
Yeah, good call. Good call. What, you found a little cut?
Yeah, this is another cut I was talking about. Was this one or the other one?
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice this coming in, but this may be it right here. It's got deeper water. I'm gonna say this is it right here, hopefully.
Super thick.
If not, we're gonna have to just back out of it. This is gonna be a little tougher to turn around in this cut. What you see?
Yep, this is it. We just gotta get to this big spot.
This is what you do as public land hunters, guys. You know how it is. Is it? Alright, we're gonna try to scoot through this, make our trail, because obviously nobody's been in here, it doesn't look like. We're gonna fight through this stuff. It's deep, I'll say that. That's good. Alright guys, one heart attack later, we made it through that little cut, trying to get through it, and basically it was just a float-on. Cut myself on the cut grass. That makes sense. Alright, hey, kind of get quiet as we get into here. This hole got nothing but duck seed in it. Breaking off. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous. I like it. I like it. Oh yeah. Yep, in this back corner right here, we got a group of teal sitting on the water. I don't know if you guys can see that yet. This is a big hole right here. Big hole. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Just gonna kind of paddle up to them slowly. See what they gotta hop up here. Or we'll sit for a second. Yeah, but that's good. Yeah, it is a coot. There's a couple more coot. It's good to see some coots in here.
Oh yeah.
Don't start your crap. They just kind of trying to get away from us a little bit.
Feels so good.
Man, it's nice when you can float and you ain't got to push through that mud flat. Sure is nice. Oh, I like this little pond. Got some wind blowing.
They don't know what to do.
Just leave them alone. Don't go at them. Let them do their thing. There they are. They're gonna circle back in. Or no, they must have a little spot they went down on right there. They didn't look like they wanted to go too far.
Yeah, see, I cut my finger.
Yeah, I got it in my elbow. Hence the name Cutgrass, huh? Lives up to its name, reputation. So, little cypress tree. That's a big blackbird. A giant blackbird. He knows we're here. Damn, that thing's big. Man, you could almost hunt you. I'm stuck on something good. Good God. And the phone's ringing. Hey, man.
Hey, what's up, doing?
I got you. I'm filming right now, so you on the video. We are deep in the middle of a marsh pond somewhere in Kayaks, working our butts off right now, but we're having a good time. We're finding some good stuff.
Okay, well, call me when you get back to the truck.
Okay, everything's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sounds good. We'll be a little bit, but we'll give you a call.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Love you. Gotta answer them honeydew calls, guys. Hunting season's coming up. We gotta keep it. Gotta keep mama happy. I'm sure y'all know how that is. Come do a little scouting in the morning and take mama out to eat. Treat her right. For all you young guys, you follow that advice, I promise you it's gonna help you out in the long run with hunting season. Trust me. Trust me. For most of us. There's some out there you just can't help them, but don't forget to take care of the ladies during hunting season. Keep them happy too, and you'll be a lot happier. Get a lot more hunting time, a lot more yard passes. Like I tell Jackson when he starts dating. Jackson says when he has a girl, he's gonna go hunting. That's the way it's gonna be. He got a lot to learn, so we'll see. He'll learn one way or the other.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did. I said I'm gonna take her hunting with me.
Well, you did say that too. What we got? Coot? Yep, coot. Ah, there's 2 teal. There you go. 2 teal on camera. 2 blue wings. They were sitting there with the coot. 2 blue wings sitting right up against that grass right there. Some duck seed, duck seed, duck seed, duck seed. That's the name of the game in this back pond. All right, so I'm waiting on Jackson right now, guys. He went back into this little corner over here, just to kind of check out one little last spot before we start making our way back to the front. But guys, this is a great time for me to ask. I appreciate if you want to support the channel. We appreciate it if you smash that like button and that subscribe button if you already haven't done so. That's what helps support the channel. We really do appreciate it. Whenever we get that, what do we have here? A coot. We have a coot coming in right there. I don't know if you guys see him or not. I seen him coming low over the grass, so I thought it might have been a teal, but I just jumped up 2 teal in this pond. But yeah, if you don't mind, we'd appreciate, give us a thumbs up on the video. There's a group of teal right here, blue wing teal, right over the grass. They're going away from us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. All right, they're coming at us right here over the grass, guys. See if y'all can see them. Right over the grass. Hey, Jack. Huh? 4 or 5 of them right there, blue wings, just over the grass. They in the back now. They in the back behind you now. But this is probably my second favorite spot that we found today, which found a lot of good little spots that we could hunt back in this area. But this big pond here, guys, I'll turn it around, just make a quick glimpse of it. Looks pretty good. Good water in here, not too deep. Plenty for puddle ducks, teal, which is what we're seeing a lot of right now. Just coming out of teal season. Still got some blue wings here, it looks like. And this is a big pond, a lot of natural vegetation, just like all over in here today. So easy to get down in these kayaks and get low profile and make a hunt. Got duck seed. Great little habitat for these birds to come and throughout duck season. So I'm looking forward. I'm really excited. I have to admit, I'm really excited about what we saw so far today on this little scouting trip that we've taken. Like I talked about, getting back to some of those old traditional ways of paddling in, getting out of the boat. That's something that we're focusing on a lot this year. Jackson and I, you'll probably see us hunting more in the kayaks, you know, this year. Not that we're not going to use the duck boat, we will, I promise you, but we'll probably use it a lot as a transportation. At least that's the game plan going into the season. Use it as transportation, and then we're going to try to paddle into some of these spots. Just to kind of get away from some of the pressure on public land. That's to be, you know, just to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, that's the game plan, and everybody has a game plan kind of going into the season, and you guys will take you along with us, so you'll know whether or not it's panning out the way we hoped it would or it wouldn't. You know, teal season was really funny down here in the marshes. It wasn't a real great teal season. We already kind of talked about that. So I'm hoping that changes for big duck season. I'm hoping some of these green wings start hitting down here early on this year. We're getting some cold weather, like I mentioned early on. I'm hoping that brings some green wing teal for the openers. And, you know, we have some teal early on. I'm really hoping, because that's a big part of our bag limit here in Louisiana is teal nowadays. Teal, gadwall, you know, that seems to be big parts of our bag limits. And, of course, wood ducks that stay here year round. So, in this area, like I mentioned, with the trees, you can kind of see these trees behind me, hopefully. And then also we're basically surrounded by trees like hardwood, cypress swamp, got some oaks also. So hopefully this produces in this area, if we end up hunting this area, produces some wood ducks as well, which we saw a couple right when we came into the first pond this morning. So that was good to see right next to that tree line, which makes a lot of sense. So we're gonna paddle back. We're gonna probably go back where we to the first entrance pond where we first came in, and maybe sit for a few minutes and just see if we see any birds fly in while we just sit there. We're pretty much done with the navigation and the exploration part of it right now. We saw what we need to see, and then we marked it. We got it all marked on our OnX app, so we'll come back before the season, maybe make one little quick scout trip again, and we're gonna get ready to rock and roll, man. So that's the game plan around that island.
Where all the dober is.
That's your favorite. Look right there.
That's teal.
That's teal.
Wait, so that was teal that got up right there?
Yep. No, it wasn't. That's a whole nother group sitting with some coots. Hey, just stop paddling if I say. Let's see what they do. Stop moving your paddle. Coming over the grass. They didn't turn back in.
There's a pond over there.
Is there?
That's where they went down earlier.
Well, maybe we need to look at that before we go. Cool. That's a good group.
I know that's probably the same group. So.
All right, guys. Something caught my attention as I'm coming around this little island right here. Let me see this right here. This is very interesting. See if I can get it over here. This caught my attention. And our buddy Jay over at BENDGRASS is gonna like this. That's funny. All right, Jay, we're gonna have to send you this clip right here, man. Look at that. You'll get the BENDGRASS shell pouch that somebody hunted in here with at some point and lost, apparently. This fell off of the bag or something. That's ironic because BENDGRASS, guys, is a sponsor of ours here on the channel and this podcast. And our buddy Jay over at BENDGRASS is a phenomenal guy, man. You got to check out his products. And this is one of our products, our favorite products that they offer right here is the shell pouch, which is a clear through shell pouch. Stick 2.5 boxes of shells in. And it's a dry pouch, man. Keeps all your stuff nice and neat. Got a cell phone holder right on the front of it. And somebody lost a good piece of equipment right here at some point. So we're going to take this home and try to clean it up. And see if we can put it back to good use this season. So I'm sure we'll be able to fill it with some shells again once we clean it up and get it all taken care of. It looks like it's in good condition, so I'm assuming somebody probably just dropped it when they were back in this area hunting this cut grass right here. So that's pretty ironic, man. That's funny that one of our sponsors, we find their product out here and just left out here that somebody lost. So I wish I knew who it was. We could get it back to them. We'll clean it up, get it back to them. But you can check them out on BENDGRASS's website, guys. Go check them out, BENDGRASS.com. Phenomenal. All your brushing and your blinds, all that type of stuff. Not to make this a big commercial, but I'm telling you, Jay has developed a product for brushing up blinds. Whether it's a pit blind you got, a boat blind you got, a permanent blind you're building, he will have a type of grass or a blend of grass that will match this natural stuff right here, but it's synthetic, it's ultra durable, lasts seasons after season and still look like it's brand new. And it's one of the best bangs for your buck. It beats the hell out of old traditional fast grass and all that mildews, gets heavy, waterlogged. BENDGRASS will not absorb any water, none of that type of stuff. And they also offer great products for waterfowl hunters, just like the shell pouch. I use the dry pack pouch. Jackson will tell you that's one of my favorite things to use for whether we squirrel hunting, packing in, to duck hunt, whatever it is. I use that as well to keep all my gear protected. So pretty cool. But we just jumped up, I think you guys saw, we jumped up a group about, I don't know, oh yeah, maybe 7 or 8 teal in that group, somewhere in there. Blue wings. So they definitely still got blue wings hanging around there, which is good to see. Hopefully we get some blue wings hanging around for the opener of duck season. That'd be great if we could have that happen, like I mentioned earlier. So, but pretty cool find. I saw that. I saw the name BENDGRASS. It must have been meant to be. and I had to show y'all that. 2 wood ducks cutting across as we speak, right here, going toward this tree line. So a couple more woodies. Man, what a beautiful day. Tell you what, God is good, man. I won't get better than this. Unless we could hunt them and put them on the table to eat them. I'm ready to eat some fried duck, some pot roasted duck, some smoked duck on the smoker. I'm ready. Brisket, duck brisket? No. No, Mom's defrosted them brisket. That's why he's saying that. But yeah, boy, I got a good little wind pick. Man, if this was, woo, I'm ready, boys. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to get going. Get this little wind like this, these sunny days. Maybe get some of these big ducks in here. A couple of mallards, widgeon, pintail.
Hold on. Hey. From 11 to 2 mallards.
There's a backstory to that. So tell them the backstory, Jackson, for those who don't know about that.
I'm good.
You good? So what it was we were hunting down in Marksville, Louisiana.
Oh.
And we come across this old coon ass who's more coon ass than we are, with the accent, thick accent. And he told Jackson, he walks up to Jackson, he said, boy, you like duck hunting? And Jackson said, well, yes, sir. He said, I love duck hunting. And he says, you just gotta be patient. If I could tell you anything, you gotta be patient. And Jackson said, gotta be patient. Yes, sir. He says, no problem. He says, no, what I mean by that, he says, I'm telling you, he says, from 11 to 2, the mileage just pile in. And Jackson does an impersonation of him. He laughed so hard because that guy told him that, at that accent, he told the way he said it. Now Jackson does an impersonation of it that's funny as hell. But we still laugh about that old boy from Marksville. But you know what? He's right. That guy, we would see that guy when we would go up there and hunt the wildlife management area up there. He would be out there. He would be the last guy off the water because our buddy has a house up there, and we stay at his camp. That he has a camp that he rents out also, and we stay at his camp, and we see all the guys coming in and out the reserve. So that guy, he was not bullshitting Jackson when he told him 11 to 2 he stays, because that's when he has a lot of success with those big ducks, you know. And you see that guy come pulling out. He crosses the camp at about 1 o'clock, man, 2 o'clock, sometime right. He'd hunt, I guess, up until you couldn't hunt anymore, which is 2 o'clock in most of the wildlife management areas here in Louisiana. So, and he always did have some good straps of birds, because when we see the guy, we talk to him year after year, and he had success that way. And you know, that's the way it was taught to me when I was coming up hunting, is that, you know, hey, you hunting those big ducks, you know, your big puddle ducks, hang around late and you're gonna get some of those big puddle ducks come in. And sure enough, on public land, a lot of times you will have some success doing that, you know. And I have guys that I've hunted with, they said, oh, that's full of crap, you know. I've tried that before and I never have no success. I just waste my time. And probably, to be realistic, you're probably gonna have about 7 out of 10 trips that are like that. But it does pay off sometimes, man. You know, you stay out there, and like me, I just enjoy it, you know. So some days when it's real slow, I have had success by staying out there, you know, and just waiting, and we get some, you know, a couple of big birds, whether it's 2 or 3 or maybe even a couple of more than that. You get one big flock that comes in and makes you hunt worthwhile. It's all worth it at that point, you know. So it can happen. That old guy does know what he's talking about, I'll say that, you know. Tail right here. We just jumped up. Yep, let's see what they do. Coming back around the back of this little island and dead at us. Right back to where they jumped up at. They just checking us out. That's all they're doing. They're like, what the hell? And they went down. Went down right back of that little hole. Yep, right back in the little hole. All right, guys, so there you have it. What an awesome trip that we got to go on today. Jackson and I, we are pumped up. Hopefully we kind of got you guys pumped up and ready to go for the upcoming big duck season. Seeing what we saw today, I have to be honest with you, I was really excited when we got into those areas in the marsh today, and we immediately started jumping up birds. And like I told Jackson, I said the only thing closest to hunting birds and be able to take them home and prepare them to eat for your family is going out there and watching them, I guess, whenever you can't hunt them. So that's the second best thing, in my opinion, is being able to go out there, get some birds on camera like we did today for all of you, and be able to video those birds. The cool thing, the thing that I really had a good time and enjoyed today was the paddle in. I really enjoyed that, man. To get out of the boat, do it differently, do it like our forefathers did, like we talked about, our ancestors that duck hunted here in Louisiana and all across the United States. Paddling into a spot, getting close to those birds. We got up close and personal with a lot of them today. They let us get up on top of them. They weren't real spooky today. They weren't skittish. We got close. We got some good video of them, and we were able to watch them do their thing today. So that was pretty cool. I'll be honest with you, I had a blast paddling in, and I used to do that before I got a big duck boat, all that type of stuff, and I kind of, it brought back some of that passion for me doing it today again, to be able to, you know, go out this season and hopefully make more hunts like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. The weather was absolutely beautiful. You know, you couldn't ask for a better day other than if we were able to hunt today. That would have been the only thing that could have topped it, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for tuning in once again. If you like it, hit that thumbs up, guys. We'd appreciate the thumbs up. We also appreciate if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you want to support the channel, you like more content like this, you want us to bring more content to you guys, that's the best way to support the channel, guys. Give us a subscribe, share it with your friends, and give us a thumbs up on the videos. We're out there putting in time, you know, for ourselves, but we also want to take you along and bring that experience to you as well as fellow waterfowl hunters. So we appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Until next time, this is Jacob with Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors. Y'all take care, guys.